We're here again at the user's homepage. Another feature I would like to show you is the ability to create new orders. If we click up here at the top under orders, we have the option to view or create orders. First, we will create a brand new order. This is the first form that we're confronted with. We simply enter a client name for this particular order. They'll be part of the Classical Studies department. We'll enter a generic email address, the date needed. We have a date picker here. We'll give, as is asked of us, to allow a minimum of 2 weeks for the order completion. We'll go somewhere in the middle of August. The source name, now this could be the title of whatever source the images are coming from. We'll pretend in this case it's a book called Gardens of Tripoli. This is a book source type, and we have these other options as well. How many images we expect to be on this order. It's not absolutely important that we have counted up the amount of images on this order, because this is something that we'll be able to change on the fly as we proceed through the order creation process. But for now, we will assume there are 14 images on this order. And some kind of source identification info could be any of these options. For a book, typically an ISBN will be available if it's a relatively modern book, and we'll just enter a very generic ISBN here. Now when we continue, we're allowed to continue on to step 2, where we enter the page and figure number for each image on the order that we've just created. Now, since we've continued on to the right, this left panel has been grayed out. These input fields are no longer active. They've been disabled. We can't make changes to any of these options. But if we do make changes to the amount of images on this order by removing or adding a row, we can see that as we do that, the image count is immediately updated on the left. And that'll happen in whatever direction we modify the quantity. Now, I'm going to go back just to demonstrate that we could actually change our minds at any time. We could make this 4, continue on, and now there's going to be only 4 images on this order. This will be more manageable for the purpose of demonstration. We can create some fake page and figure numbers, and these are simply meant to help the cataloger find the image in the book that they're being asked to catalog, so they'll be able to find the appropriate cataloging information quickly. Now, when we click on submit, we get a little slide out here. This is just to make sure that we actually want to do this rather than confronting us with an annoying pop-up window. Click on confirm. It creates a brand new order using the next available order ID number in that table. We have 4 images here, images not found because they haven't been digitized yet. This order was just created. We see a bit of information about the order we've just created, who it's for, how many images, when it's due, and we also have a drop-down list here of all the currently registered users that have cataloging privileges. So this allows us to assign this particular order to one of these catalogers at this time. We can assign it to Patrick. That happens immediately. And down along the bottom we see 6 buttons for the various stages of completion that this order can experience. As we, the cataloger or the digitizer, complete each of these steps associated with the order, we can click on these and they will be complete. That's immediately updated in the database, and when we look at the list of orders, which we'll see in the next video, we'll see how that is represented there and reflected to us quickly. But we can toggle that off immediately because this actually hasn't been digitized.